I think she even mentioned like 2 months ago was his last pro game. So we do finally get to see Chrysalis break away from the mold in which he's leaned on so recently.
The battle begins.
I'll see, of course, Secret not wanting to try and fight in that bottom bounty rune. 33 was actually able to get in and take the rune from both Puppy and Chrysalis. They weren't quite able to stop him picking it up, so it's going to be 3 bounty runes for Tundra.
Just like the previous game. And 33 starting with the Firefly. Already feels like he's going to be doing some lane skips and stuff. Respecting that the TA and the Clockwork early on has some level of kill threat. And oh, actually, Ice is posturing top lane.
All right, he's going to look for that first blood attempt. Here we go. Then with the slow, onto 33. And even with the 3 of them on top of him, I mean...
He didn't get the meld strike off.
Yeah, didn't quite get the connection. As 33 with some juking around the trees.
Got another meld.
It's going to make him work for this. I mean, it's a bit of time away from the creep wave, of course, for Chrysalis, but I guess the same to be said for 33.
He's missed 3 CS on the TA now. He has to get this kill to make it even anything worse. He missed 4 CS. He missed the entire wave.
A bit of an awkward chase there. 33, he's got the Firefly back up so he can safely get away.
Oh, don't think that was worth it, to be honest.
At bottom lane. Ice. So look to try and make moves onto Snake King instead, but Snake King's got Skeeter by his side with the level 1 Dragon Tail. They'll be able to hold back Ice. So sort of overall, looking at the way that these duo lanes are set up, do you think anyone's going to have a tough time in this laning stage?
Well, I think realistically, all the lanes are pretty tanky and defensive in their own rights. You've got this Clockwork enabling TA, you've got the kotl and the Batrider that can push out lanes, bot lane, kind of same shenanigans, right? You've got this lift back, you've got this tanky DK. I think we might just see another stalemate of a game where everyone just farms up and then eventually just chaos all breaks out.
Has been killed.
See bottom.
He's not actually level 2 yet.
He's already used the rebound, Ice. Skeeter's trying his best with the body blocks. Oh, just enough. Snake King getting the kill here with the telekinesis, as over with the Fade Bolt.
And this all stems to his play top, right? He sits top, he's trying to get the first blood, doesn't get it, then has to TP late bottom. If he had that 1 creep of XP, he'd be level 2, he'd be jumping away from that engagement. So the repercussions of attempting to kill Bat now bleeding into bot lane. But luckily, he does have a double wave coming in.
Mid lane, dead even at the moment. Between 9 and Nisha.
I'm excited to see 9's Dawnbreaker. I checked his pubs. He does emulate Duraccio or Gaming Gladiator's carry player as Dawnbreaker, going for the Desolator, trying to be super in the fight, damage, playing for your Starbreaker and your Luminosity. So expect him to punch hard. And with the Keeper Light as well, when you start applying some Chakra to this, reducing the cooldown, it's now going to be like half duration Starbreakers. Oh, it's going to be so much damage coming into this mid game. Secret needs to be ready.
At 9, well, I'm happy to trade with Nisha. Just playing around with one another. See 9. See if they're getting any sort of movements around the mid, because the 4-minute water rune is going to be very important for both of these heroes. See some good support rotations.
It's a little bit difficult for both teams to rotate to mid because you can't leave the TA alone, otherwise she'll get pressured by the Batrider. And this like Zeus rotation isn't going to be that impactful,
sure,
especially on Dawn. So I think both teams actually struggle at mid moves. But I think both teams will be super excited to make these sideways plays, right? When Dawn hits 6, you'll see Bat diving a tower, quick ult from Dawnbreaker, bam, you get a kill on TA. On the flip side, if that happens, then Puck will TP in, coil, and return the favor. So I think both of these mids will be super, trading farm. But whoever makes the first move, the next one's going to rotate in and counterplay that really quickly. And it's nice to see the return of the carry DK. Tundra was one of the few teams to do it. I think at the major as well, I think T1 as well, did it a couple of times. And in this game, it has a really nice entry. All you need to do is blink stun that Puck every fight, that instant control.
I'm going to try with the setup bottom monster Snake King. I'll quickly look to turn towards Ice. Got the point in the sidekick, so stand his ground a little bit. Zayas is continuing to try and push forward. He really wants to kill Snake King on the Rubick. The lift is back up. He's got the heavenly jump, so he'll get away, but definitely seeing it's tough for Secret to make an aggressive move with the two of them down here.
And it's a really nice combo against Marcy, right? Marcy's a hero that wants to amplify your right-click damage, giving you 20 bonus. You're playing into a Breathe Fire and a Fade Bolt. You're losing so much physical damage that this Marcy isn't really able to pack the punch. When she hits 6, I'd be surprised if she even looks for a kill, because again, she won't be doing the right-click damage to put pressure on the lane. And on top of that, DK naturally is a tanky hero with the Dragon Blood. It really is a nice counter for this offlane Marcy. That was picked quite early in the draft. I think it was first pick. Now Dawn has hit 6, so Secret needs to be very respectful of the side lane. Any pressure that Tundra applies, you have to expect this Dawnbreaker to TP in quite quickly.
We'll of course have to make sure he does it safely away from Nisha. Otherwise Nisha will be in with the Dream Coil to try and put a stop to that move.
Already Chris is just full-time jungling. Doesn't even want to give an opportunity for Tundra to find the kill. He might waddle back to lane, but need to be so respectful, like I already mentioned. One misstep and you're just going to be absolutely swarmed. Oh, there's the flame break. Yep, it's happening.
They're coming in with the ult. He's going to try and TP out, but the Solar Guardian comes in time. Crystallis get himself back there, but the Celestial Hammer, it will connect. And that's Crystallis taken down. You didn't want to see him go near the lane T, but he ended up doing exactly that.
It's got to hurt. Like, I feel when you're a TA at jungle at minute 6, you naturally always want to see, maybe I can go back to the wave. Maybe I get one more wave. And sure, you have the return kill on a Rubick at least elsewhere on the map, but yeah, unfortunately for Crystallis, he just gets a little bit impatient and wants to lead the jungle.
Of course, yeah. Gonna have to take that walk out of the base.
Look at the minimap now. Crystallis drew a big circle. Like, oh, boys, I'm staying here now. I'm not going anywhere else. And that could be an opportunity for Tundra to start looking, poking and prodding. See what's happening up there. Maybe, you know, kill him again. Just Tundra being a little bit more efficient on the map. Skidder soaking up bot lane. Dawn farming mid. Meanwhile, Batrider farming a massive ancient stack. Top side of the map, yeah, just everyone really finding some economy in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, that sort of set up potential for the Global to come in, and it's going to be pretty huge just between 33 and 9, right? If 33 gets him with a lasso, that's going to buy time for Solar Guardian stun to come in, and someone like Crystallis on a TA is going to be so vulnerable to that sort of just do-over spells.
Yeah, and Puppy, he just fled the Ancient Swell, but a little bit too late. They can't even contest it. Pretty interesting build from 33. He is going for the Boots of Travel. We've seen a lot of off-lane Batriders try and go for Boots of Bearing and fighting. But I think he's understanding that in this game, DK will be leading the charge non-stop. So if your Dawn's covering your DK, you can then be the person on the side lanes pushing them out, TPing into the engagement. You don't have to be the one leading the charge.
See rotation from 9 towards bottom. They want to try for Ice. Dawnbreaker very nicely lined up there by 9. Sets up for Skeeter to follow up and take down Ice.
Of course, Marcy can't jump off of enemy creep, so there's nothing there for him to really jump off of. Therefore, just died.
This is a beautiful stack that Crystallis should be able to pick up soon.
And they've double warded it as well. This is very much a defended triangle.
They've got to keep this area protected. That's a lot of potential gold there.
33, if he even had a whiff of that, he'd be over there. Oh, they're even actually going aggressive on top.
You have Dream Coil. So 33 will get caught here, and he's going to have backup. The Solar Guardian's coming in. He'll use the lasso. They're in with the stun. 9, he's able to get in and pick up the double. As Ice, he can't get anywhere close to 33. Puppy will continue to try and chase 33 down. 33 does die, but the Firefly kills off Puppy, and Ice, he's also going to get taken out in this fight. It's a 4-for-1 trade here.
I think it's just been the theme of the last couple of days, right? These Dawnbreaker players. Oh, look, you're about to get jumped on. This massive ult, you keep him alive. Also helps that 33 jumps on the tree.
I mean, look at this again. Indeed, if you sort of take the mid Dawnbreaker out of the equation, it didn't look like a bad move. They get in with the Dream Coil. Looks like they're going to have a chance of getting the bat, but all the setups there for the 3-man Solar Guardian to come in from 9. And at that point, you know, they were lucky to get 33 out of this one because they nearly got nothing secret.
Yeah, unfortunately, Puppy wasn't able to get in time to use the cogs to break the coil and prevent that lasso hitting the TA, but still, if you go to initiate on a hero, you need to be super precise and clean with your damage. If you're not, it is going to have that turnaround effect. Even if Batrider died, you probably would get, you know, cleaned up after because this Dawn's jumping into the middle of 3 heroes that are now so aggressively positioned. And it's only going to get worse over time as Dawn completes later on. It's going to be like a Desolator, the BKB. He really packing a punch.
Middle tower is under attack.
On bottom lane, 33.
Oh, he wanted to steal the stacks.
Yeah, this time round, he's not going to have a Solar Guardian from 9 to back him up. Still on cooldown.
The vision really, paying off there. They used 2 wards in this area. They really wanted to protect the triangle. They've done so. Chris is able to farm up the stack. Get back into the rhythm of farming. You don't really want to see your TA being the one ganking. We've seen it now twice. Ideally, he needs to kind of slow down his own game and get himself some entry. What is it? Yeah, 5th out of the cause. He's only higher than the offlane Marcy, but the Marcy hasn't really had a lane, especially against that DK and Rubick. And Skidder, he's had a great time. He's had 10 minutes of just farming bottom. He might die now for it, but...
Hook shot off the mark. And 33's coming in, and Solar Guardian's back up. It's going to be coming straight down on a Puppey, and Ice. They're in trouble. They're trapped in their own cogs. Snaking finishes them off with a stolen orb.
Oh,
that was an awkward move there from Secret. I mean, they pretty much put the whole team, once again, Puppey off the mark with a hook shot. And yeah, they've got to keep track of this Solar Guardian cooldown, because 9, when it's up, he will be there.
Yeah, early on, it's a 2-minute cooldown. So even though it feels long in-game, if you're not making that precise movement after seeing it that first time, if you even think about it for a minute, it's naturally going to be up for that next engagement, and we're seeing it here. Every time Secret looks for a fight, this Dawnbreaker is just ready. Just don't have the damage right now.
So we can get it 33. He's going to get Dream Coiled. He's trying to do his best to live it out.
Oh, the high ground mischance.
He's doing his best to dodge around, but they will find him.
There we go.
He's not making his way out of that one. Secret will be able to get the kill on the bat.
Still, just the amount of time he's wasting on Secret. Having to use a Zeus ult to have the vision. Having to bring 4 heroes to click him. Already a 3k lead at the 11-minute mark for Tundra.
Pretty impressive here. And yeah, there's no Alchemist this time round. It's just straight up gold advantage.
We've not even mentioned it. Yeah, this keeper of light, he's going for the Orchid.
He's having a great time up his Saxa.
He's just, quietly farming whilst everyone's fighting. I guess that's the nice thing with Tundra's lineup is Rubick gets a correct spell, easy push out lanes. Batrider can farm jungle to unlock like the supports and everyone just to be a bit more healthy in the farm and make sure they have a couple more items. Instant D-ward. And 33 back to farming. I assume he's just going to be a BKB after the boots of travel. Nothing too spicy in his itemization.
Yeah, 9. Holding on with his gold at the moment. Probably, deciding, can he get away with the Deso first, or will he need the BKB? I mean, do you think it will be able to just get the Deso first out of the 2, or is there pressure to get BKB to play safe?
I think, okay, we'll answer that question after this smoke. If Secret get this smoke and suddenly ride that wave of aggression, maybe, but with the hero Secret has, I expect Deso. They jump the puck.
I mean, Skeeter's more than happy to stand his ground there. That's Nisha taken out. Puppey's got to run. And 9, he'll be able to chase. Once again, Secret trying to make these moves pretty much on, literally at the same time Solar Guardian's coming up. They've got to be careful with this Dawn in play. As this mid Dawnbreaker's just, it's stopping everything that Secret want to try and do.
Yeah, the really smart thing about that is where Dawnbreaker was jungling before that, he used scan to check for that smoke invade, realized that they weren't there, farmed, and then they're like, guys, if they're not coming now, they're going to come in the next 30 seconds. So Tundra slowly positioned in off of the information of Dawn's farming pattern and the scan, and then they're ready to block the smoke. We got to see why DK is good against Puck, instant initiation. It's hard for Nisha to be that explosive mid, to play on the lack of control Tundra has, because the one bit of control that they have easily is always going to catch the Puck off guard, and that is the Dragon Tail from DK. Yeah, Secret, they don't really have the heroes that can go aggressive right now. Sure, you have a Clock that wants to find kills. Sure, you have a Puck with a coil. But with TA, Marcy, with the lanes that they had, they're in recovery. It feels like a 3v5 right now in any of these bigger engagements.
Smoke time from Tundra. They know that they've got the advantage here. They want to keep it going. Skeeter, he's in with the drum. Dragon Tail to start things off into the last zone. Not a chance for Nisha.
Good old DKV Puck. You show on lane, you're going to probably die. Snaking as well, having a great time on his Rubick. A lot of good spells for him to steal in regards just to farming.
And that is, what the Orchid done it for Saxa. 14 minutes in. That's the support kotl.
Oh, this is going to be so hard. Even like the Marcy jumping in to dispose and save an ally. Quick Orchid. Dragon Tail on the next guy. Yeah, these fights are going to get real messy for Secret.
Yeah, and the 9, He feels like this is a game where he don't need that BKB no more. He's going Deso into the blink.
He could just go blink shard instead of going for that BKB. With how these fights have been going, when you see how little damage Secret has, like often we talk about how Zeus being that explosive hero early on, like we've not really seen him do much, unfortunately. He's gone for a farming build with the 4 points lightning. And often you see these support Zeuses, they max out the bolt and the jump, they're running around, they're bolting, they're dewarding, they're annoying, but when you're behind, he's just gone for mode farm. I think it's kind of the mantra for the entirety of Secret right now is none of them really want to actually look for a fight. Probably see Puppy just be a bit sacrificial in a minute or two. Beeline it to some creep waves and just push him up quickly.
Going for smoke up with Nisha.
It's dangerous. Tundra already positioned ready.
Yeah, they're going to be very ready to respond to this.
Dire's middle tower.
Skeeter's going to start poking at the tower. Secret, how do they make this jump?
Here I am.
Well, good thing is they're moving towards our Envision. They're not using the smoke to try and run it into Tundra. This is actually quite a defensive smoke because it allows Puppy with his 2 observers to start placing some deep wards out. And if you're Tundra, you're probably not going to be dewarding this area of the map unless you suddenly see the clockwork appear, you know, under tower vision or a hero running past.
Might have a chance of diving for Saxa. He is down here on his own. He's going to get aggressive with the Orchid. We'll see the Solar Guardian coming to help out. They're coming in with the TPs. They're going to go straight towards Chrysalis. Ice is in with the ult, but it'll be held down by the lasso of 33. Finally comes to an end. Puppy over with the hook shot. Will find the kill on tonight. So this time around, Secret, they're getting something out of it. They may get more as Nisha stays on top of 33. Skeeter's going to get chased out. Finally, Secret are able to find the team fight they were hoping for. As Tundra maybe feeling a little too ahead of themselves there, trying to take that fight in a bit of an awkward spot there, starting things off underneath their own tier 1 tower in that bottom lane, which can always end up being quite a dangerous place to brawl.
Yeah, it looks like a good position, but that rocket flare opening up all the vision so you see what's happening. And at this point, if you look at the minimap, Snaking, he's all the way by mid. His TP was on cooldown by 12 seconds. So it allowed Secret a rare opportunity to have numbers advantage and just to start throwing down some spells. Zeus is well present. Just a classic. If you have more numbers, you can kill them off. And Batrider didn't have Firefly. Tundra wasn't ready for this defense. It was a little bit forced. Good for Secret to punish it. If you don't punish that engagement there, Tundra 100% will just keep running at you.
Yeah, big move for Secret to find him. Now only 2k behind Tundra.
And what I mentioned earlier about that ward that Puppy placed in the Radiant jungle, because he used the smoke, because he got so aggressively, Satsuka might find it. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, he's not T-warding it, but still. Like, this is now going to be the key name for Secret. How do they use this ward? Seeing some farm, it means they can go poke a top wave, or yeah, really important vision for Secret whilst they're behind. Ooh, Tundra now smoking up.
Yeah, on timing with 9. Having Solar Guardian ready to go again.
Oh, 33's got the BKB as well. Yeah, this is... If they find a hero, they're going to be dead.
Chrysalis would be the big catch.
He's trying to get out of the jungle, though. He's respecting that potential smoke. They do have scan on Secret. Not using it.
Tower is under attack.
Finders, keepers.
Not likely to find a hero here, but they have brought the creep wave round to the tier 2.
That's an interesting tip from Snaking. Tipping the Zeus whilst they're smoked, like... You either have ult and you haven't used it to break our smoke, or it's on cooldown and with smoke. So yeah, Snaking really trying to do some meta game tips here.
They're going to go for the Roshan Tundra.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Zeus, now use ult and tip Snaking.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And they'll have to back off from this. I mean, Tundra's lineup, not the quickest at taking down Roche.
It's actually really bad.
Oh, Ice. He's jumped in down on the bottom. He's having to pop the ult here to try and stand his ground against them. He's got to do a fair bit of damage, but nowhere near enough. Getting a little too close to the tower there. Tundra quick to punish.
Not only was he a little bit close to the tower, he's now giving Snaking Dispose. A cast range on that bad boy.
Oh, that is,
the duration.
That is quite the spell for Rubick.
You got the Aethelin. Yeah, he's going to have a great time now.
You're just going to see him sort of pick people off from a mile off.
Like some big spells we use. Like, sorry, I've got my big spell now. Yeah, it's not what you want to give away if you're Marcy.
Let's see if he can make any moves with this.
And he kind of wants to. He's drawing on the map. He's like, guys, I want to go into their jungle. I want to force this fight.
I mean, dispose into lasso or dragon tail should be enough for them to get a kill on anyone they grab.
I think for Secret, if this game goes like this, where they even out the farm, once this Puck gets a Lincolns with the Blink and Octarine is a bit more elusive, you can start baiting out some of these spells. If Dawn never wastes the ultimate, it then allows for the TA to enter the fight, for everyone to kind of pile in. So once Nisha is tanky enough to absorb some of this, it will unlock Secret to be a bit more aggressive. But until that point, you kind of need to still play out on the push out lanes, farm your jungle, get what you're given, and posture to contest Roshan, but don't put yourself in a position where you just get picked off for free. And you can kind of see that, oh, God, they're in.
Puppey! Let's try and start things off onto 9. We'll get him brought down pretty low, but there's the dispose, taking Puppey away from any sort of backup.
Quick initiation, but they're just missing one extra hero to get that kill. Also helps that the Dawnbreaker did have the shard. That's what you get a BKB off, or mini BKB.
Yeah, it's essential against C0s like the clock with that battery assault. Blink done as well now, 9.
Oh, 33, he's chasing the Zeus.
TPs are coming in. He's ready to come in for this hit with a BKB. Lasso holds him in range of the Solar Guardian.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think if you're Secret, you're going to take that as a pretty decent window. 80-second cooldown on BKB, 1 minute cooldown on Solar Guardian. If Tundra does, if they don't go to Roshan straight away, it'll give Secret a very minimal opportunity to make an aggressive play.
See any chance for a steal? Yeah, hookshot's back up from Puppey.
Yeah, and he's kind of in the area. He's ready. Is he going to make a slot available? His inventory is currently full.
I mean, again, Tundra, they're a bit scared of committing for this.
Yeah, they're respecting it so much.
They're going to look for the kill onto the mid instead. They're looking for Ice. He's trying to push out that mid wave, but the setups there. Dragon Tail the combo of 9. He'll try and Armlet toggle his way out of this, but Skeeter's got the damage. Top lane, and we'll find 33. Dream Coil into the hook shot. 33 goes down.
Radiant's middle tower.
Massive kill. Oh, the dispose. Oh.
Telekinesis into the dispose. He'll catch it from a mile off. Puppey will be able to drop the cogs and go for the TP out, and that move will actually save him. So despite a great setup there for Snaking, Puppey's still able to make it out safely.
This is so worth a Secret though. Like, I just mentioned the idea of you need to buy time to get tanky. TA is close to completing her BKB. Puck's close to completing Lincoln's. Like, everyone's slowly getting to the point of being able to rebuttal that initiation of Tundra. And they've delayed Roshan now indirectly for about 3-4 minutes. Just for getting kills or just rocket flaring the pit. Tundra with their lineup, it's not so clean.
They're slowing them down here, Secret. And they'll continue to make moves. Smoke once again for the 2 supports, Puppey and Zayat.
Just don't forget that at any minute, if Tundra look for a fight with a smoke and they get the hero, they can just wipe Secret with ease if they have the initiation.
Hook shots back up from Puppey. Oh, it's not going to quite catch Saxa.
That was most welcome.
Just opportunity there, Saxa's safe.
Very aggressive from Tundra. Of course they have the high ground vision, but still going into this area is very scary. Especially into Puck, Zeus and Clock. Some of the better high ground defenders. And once again, Secret, they don't really want to take a 5-on-5. They're close to a Lotus Orb on Puppey, they're close on the BKB on Marcy. Some big ticket defensive items soon to come for Secret. There's one of them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's rare you see a team sitting outside Roshan with a lead, but not doing Roshan. They just know the time spent hitting it is just not worth it. Instead, they smoke up. Hungry for kills. Secret once again just dodging the engagement.
Secret have definitely managed to do a good job of slowing down the action at this point of the game. Not letting Tundra get nearly as much as they were in the early game. And that space, as you can see, it's showing in the gold. Nisha and Crystallis, they're hitting the timings.
That's her. Oh, he doesn't even have the shot actually. He's not recording anyone. She has Lincoln's coming out on his courier now. Yep.
And back over to the side, Skeeter. Just getting caught upon there. He thrown to safety Snaking. Ooh, very quick. Immediate phase shift there from Nisha to dodge that Dragon Tail. I mean, even as it was, of course, still had that Lincolns to keep him safe.
It just makes it harder and harder for Tundra. You've seen them not enter this dire jungle now for the last 5 minutes, it feels. Sure, there is a favor in it. They might...
Every time, you know, you buy Lincolns against, you know, in a game against Tundra, Saxa will have a Fey Grenade.
It's disgustingly
He's always
unfair.
got it. He's always got it.
I'd argue you might want to give it to your DK because he's the one naturally jumping the puck, but to combo Faye into Dragon Tail, you should assume that a puck player will still be able to dodge that. So keeping it on the kotl and a little bit more further distance, the additional cast range might still be better, but yeah, it's having Faye Grenade against Lincolns is bonkers good. Fortunately, that is still a thing. It'll one day get patched out. Maybe in like 7.31E or something. Maybe an F patch. Kind of funny. Tundra just haven't made any progress on the map now with their heroes. They've not been able to find any initiations, any real big key pickoffs. They've been poking and prodding, but nothing that's warranted an attempt at Roshan after.
And for Secret, they've done a good job of keeping Chrysalis out of the action. You know, giving him a lot of space, a lot of time to catch up. I mean, at this point, with the BKB and the Deso done, are you looking to see him get involved, or do you want him to farm up that Lincolns to play it super safe against all this single target lockdown?
But they could do Roshan themselves, to be honest. Like, if they can sneak in with Marcy providing that sidekick and Chrysalis getting a double meld, they could sneak away a Roshan. But I would still be very surprised if Secret just look for a fight. Like, they've fallen victim to the Solar Guardian now 3-4 fights in a row. They can't really repel BKB heroes unless there's a hook shot. But I think for Secret, they want to bait Tundra into a fight, and then fight as the BKBs expire. But yeah, sneaking Roshan or continuing to farm, probably the two big things.
Nice. BKB at the ready, so no longer an easy target to go on at all. Between that and the armlet, Marcy's not an easy hero to tackle.
Yeah, and the shift in positioning. Now that they've got the BKBs, they are slowly walking together. But they have to be so careful. You might feel tanky, but if you don't initiate correctly, you might not have the damage. Oh, Tundra's excited. Like, guys, they finally want to fight us. TPing up to the top lane. This will be a pivotal point in the game. Whoever wins this fight will be getting Roshan. We'll have lead as it hits the 30-minute mark.
And do they want to take this fight Secret? Because Tundra are setting up. They know that the Secret might be ready to go.
Secret has perfect vision in this area. They've got the low ground ward, 2 deep dire jungle wards as well. They really want Tundra to fight in this area.
Nine, of course, can continue to farm out the other side of the map. Ultimate at the ready on top of that Deso BKB. He'll be ready to get in on the front. Especially if 33 can find that lasso setup for the ult. Indeed, he will be the one holding the Fey Grenade, looking to pop those Lincolns to open up lasso opportunities.
A potential play that Secret could make is smoking up to try and find this Dawnbreaker. Dawn's kind of playing like a Spectre in this scenario, playing the other side of the map, hoping to then use a spell to get into the engagement. Puppy in the river.
Trying to go for the catch on him. Nisha jumping the back lines. He's able to get in and take out Snake King. Skeeter has to put the BKB to run.
This is perfect. Again, that's the name of the game. You bait the BKB. It'll be a little bit more difficult for Tundra to find the confidence to kill. And no BKB, a Rubick having to buy back for a Roshan fight. Could be an option. But instead, just continuing to farm. They don't want to give any opportunities for this Solar Guardian to feel good to use.
And it's going to be even safer for Chrysalis in these fights with sort of this passive time that continues to pass. Lincoln's is going to be close to being done on the TA.
Yeah, just hope that Saxa isn't there to pop it with a Fey Grenade, but yeah, it's very good. Doesn't allow DK or Batrider to initiate with too much confidence. They don't have other ways right now to cancel it outside of their big spells. The Dragon Tail, the last two. I really like Nisha's itemization in this game. After the Witchblade, go for the Yules because it's cheaper and defensive, then the Lincolns, then the Blink. He has pretty much prevented all of Tundra's aggression. On top of that, of course, Puppy as well, just with the cogs and just putting his body in the way. Oh, shot in.
Puppy's in. He's going to look straight towards Rubick, but Snaking's able to force his way out of the combo. 9, he's just watching the fight, looking for the time to jump, and here it is. 33 gets in. There with the lasso. Make sure that he gets the catch.
They finally found him. After all this time, Nisha was playing so well at keeping the waves pushed out and preventing Tundra from fighting, and as soon as I praise him, he gets picked off.
Now it's 33 at the ready with the Fey Grenade in his neutral slot. And then that Lincoln's not providing as much safety as Nisha would hope it would.
They did give it off to him instead, yep.
Now for the Roshan. 33 is going to get jumped though. A couple of hits here for the Deso. He's taken down. They've lost the bat. Is Secret try and push for more? There's going to be a buyback from Nisha. Secret want to try and take this fight around the pit. Tundra's got to back away. Hook shot up. Puppy. He'll try and close it onto 9. Trap him in the cogs. 9. Has he got any way out of this? He'll try and stand his ground with the BKB, but he's been taken out. Ice jumps in with the ultimate. Snaking also to fall. Nisha catching Saxa with the Dream Coil. Saxa will attempt to force to safety, but Nisha takes him down as well. 4 dead on Tundra. The Secret, they'll be able to step into the pit, and of course, with the TA and the Deso, this is going to be an easy Roche for the squad.
Again, the discipline from Secret. This has been a 10-minute ordeal that they have positioned heroes here to prevent Tundra from doing this. Don't forget, at the 20-minute mark, Tundra had 5 heroes outside the pit, but they opted not to do it because they respected the fact that they aren't the quickest at doing it. And in that alone, it bought time. And 33, a rare moment of an overextension. He blinks up to the high ground with the gem, realizes that there's a ward there, and Secret instantly ready to punish that blink. It was a little bit ambitious, but in doing so, it opened up the rest of the fight. Nice little hook shot came off cooldown and prevented. I gotta give it to him. Kotl nearly kept him alive by pushing the clock far enough away to prevent him cogsing. The small plays didn't work out this time, but yeah, Secret, after 10 minutes of patience and farm, they finally break open this game and get an advantage.
Bottom, lasso's there.
Ah, well, everything I said is taken back by this. I gotta talk about Secret. I praise Nisha, he dies. I praise Secret again, Chrysalis dies. I'm just gonna stop talking about Secret.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now, do you think it's sort of understandable this game that they put the Aegis on Nisha rather than Chrysalis?
I mean, in hindsight, if Chrysalis had it, he'd have died twice. So I'm really happy they put it on the on the puck. No, but yeah, jokes aside though, the way that Secret is playing, it is Nisha who's the one meant to be up front soaking up this damage. So him having the Aegis allows him to be even more confident. This death on Chrysalis is just after being so stagnant for 10 minutes, you get Roshan, you kind of get a bit excited. Oh, guys, we're winning the game now. We can do a little bit more. And in doing so, that lapse of judgment, you get out of position, you get picked off. Yeah, Secret, even though they played so well, they need to be calm now.
Oh.
But no, Tundra still have plenty of damage to kill anyone that they find.
Yeah, Skeeter, of course, terrifying in his ultimate form with the Aghanims. He's going to get the Silver Edge next. Aghanims done for Zayat. Support Zeus. He's going to be able to throw out a fair bit of damage. Of course, Ice definitely turning into a bit of a carry on his own with the Basher finished after the BKB. You cannot underestimate the potential of Marcy when they're in the front lines with the ultimate pop. They could cause a lot of disruptive problems.
Especially because he has Armlet and the Basher, the attack speed, the all-out, just the strength that you have. You get onto one of these supports on the backline, you find a kotl and get a lucky bash, you're going to put him to pretty low HP. No Tundra there. They still want to look for a fight. They know how easy it is to kill off this TA.
Secret really continuing to just be able to outmaneuver each thing that Tundra try and make happen. You know, something they struggled with in game 1. You know, game 1 very much under Tundra's control for the most part. This game 2, Secret putting up an excellent fight. They're just slowing down Tundra and making Tundra really have to rethink about how they want to go about continuing the advance in this game. I mean, they hold a 3k lead, but it's starting to dwindle.
It feels like a very classic Secret game where they just want to stay on their own side of the river, push them out, make sure you have the right heroes in the right places, so if Tundra looks to make a smoke or a gank, they're running into a clock or a puck. And if you do that for 10, 15, 20 minutes straight, an aggressive lineup, it slowly kind of loses its steam a bit. I think for Tundra, they're still very happy scaling into this game. DK getting an Orchid, you got the AC now and Dawnbreaker. Like, if they find a fight with initiation, they will get the actually hit.
Nice. Very depth at once here, Nisha. We'll see if he gets back up. get out of this. The phase shift and Secret, they're in at the side. Ice is going to go in and commit with the ult, but the last one was there. They look down Ice. Get the BKB in the lower side. Puppy's going to come up in the backup. Hook shot on the coach to try and trap Skinner, but Skinner's able to fly out to the side. Turns in, takes down Puppy, but Ice still stands strong. In fact, he's taken on 9 pretty much 1v1, and 9's got to run. The BKB comes through, and the bolt comes crashing down from Zayas. They take down 9. They'll look towards Skinner as well. He's up on the cliff, but they've got the vision. Skinner goes down. 3 dead on Tundra.
They used absolutely everything to kill off Nisha in the first life, and in doing so, just gave Secret the confidence to just run through. And we got to see that beautiful Ice damage.
This is the power of Marcy at this point. I think you got his BKB Basher armlet. You are ready to go. You get in on the fight, you pop all the buttons, and you're just tearing down the enemy.
They just died so quick. kotl, he like showed up to a fight, and then 2 seconds later, just 1 round of Unleash, he was dead.
And maybe just becoming a little bit too much for Tundra to deal with in these team fights. Secret's cause getting very, very strong now. Crystallis leading the way. Now he's got all sort of the protective items done with the BKB and the Lincolns. He's 3,200 gold towards his DPS item. That Daedalus is going to be coming out next.
And something the Secret's doing right now, like we see other teams do as well, is when you're against this fake grenade +1 combination, you have 2 Lincolns in the team. So Nisha, at some point, he's putting his Lincolns onto the TA, sitting further back, so that you can't have that double pop. Yeah, you see the fight here, look. He's already killed off the kotl at the start of the fight.
So much at Ice to try and deal with him.
It was nice for Puppy. He hookshotted in, creating a little cage match between the Dawn and the Marcy. Didn't allow either of them to get out, forced them to fight. You two pick each other off.
Is under attack.
They're just putting the Dawnbreaker even that low. And it all was because Nisha absorbed so much of the damage, absorbed that Solar Guardian, it allowed Secret just to take the fight. So just nice poking from them. Tundra's unable to find any aggressive move, it feels, for like the first 15 minutes, last 15 minutes, sorry. Like, don't forget, this was Tundra that was demolishing Secret in laning phase in these early rotations. Every Dawn ult, easy kills, but now, Puppy, they're falling.
He's going to get jumped by Skinner in return. Nisha ready to dive in. Dreamcoat's going to get dropped down. The Solar Guardian's healing up Staxer. Staxer will be saved. Now 9 will look to turn. Runs down Puppy. Ice. He's ready to go with the BKB in the ult again. Look at him just beating into Skinner. Skinner has to run. They have the last though to control Ice for now, but Skinner's still so low. He's got to continue to back off from this. Ice will jump in with the rebound. Snake King caught out. Skinner taken out by the illusory orb. Once again, Tundra just getting destroyed in these team fights by Secret.
Oh, Ice. There you go. Now he's out. Tundra just can't break down the map. I don't know what else to say. They've tried for like 15, 17 minutes. Every time they have, they just run into Secret. Secret is just so perfectly positioned in this game. Off-terrain complete on Puck as well.
Under attack.
Yeah, nice.
Kill them.
You know, he's just having a great time on this Marcy.
Yeah.
He's had some rough games this tour, but this one, he's popping off. He's turning into sort of a real carry on his own right here. I mean, he doesn't have close to the net worth of his other 2 cores, but we're seeing, you know, how much he gets done with the tools that he has on this hero.
Yeah, he's making sure when he initiates, it's his Unleash is putting a hero to death or to half HP. It's not some of these, oh, I've jumped in, I gotta run away. Yeah, he's making them run from him.
That's
what Crystal has done as well. And with the push.
Are fortified.
Fortification. Of course, Secret to back off for now. It's DD Room waiting for them at the top, and 20 seconds or so, we'll see what the state of Roshan's going to be.
And doing so, these previous fights that Tundra have lost, they gave away a gem. So Puppy's been running around the map with this gem that he's taken from Snake King, and you can feel it on the vision. 3 dire wards to the 1 of Tundra. Tundra, it's really hard for them to break out onto this map and find any of these plays. DK just drew the line mid. It's like, guys, please, we got to do something. Rubick as well. They want to leave their base. They want to find kills.
20 seconds to rush. It's going to be a short respawn. Something that could definitely benefit Secret whilst they hold the game in this position. And at this point, they take it down very, very quickly. In the right clicks of Ice and Crystallis. They'll be able to open up a bit more of the map around this point as well. Tier 2 top is taken down. Tundra, they have smoked up. But as we see pretty much for the last 20 minutes, it's just proven to be impossible almost for Tundra to make plays themselves. Secret have been incredibly prepared and making sure they don't get caught out by any sort of surprise that Tundra tries to throw at them.
Now just going Roshan. Again, I just double checked in the last 10 minutes, they've killed Clockwork twice, they killed Marcy and a TA. Like, they've rarely found these big team wipes. And in doing so, Secret once again get to go into the pit, get an Aegis that's very healthy now.
Chrysalis incredibly farmed. I mean, he's playing it safe.
Daedalus into Swift Blink most likely?
Yeah. That's what he's got ready to go. And he's also at the moment saving money to buy back on top of that. This time around, he will take the Aegis himself.
Secret positioning bottom after Roshan, you naturally kind of gravitate towards playing the area with the shrines as well. It helps because if you take the fight, you have buyback advantage, TPing onto that shrine. Oh, he's actually swapped up. He's going Daedalus and he might be going for the Axe. Okay. A little bit more presence. These TA players with their Agnims, they farm one side, they get to always TP in. A lot less pressure on them to have to, keep a TP available and be in the right position.
Of course, Secret. has back on here.
Also, there's the opportunity of a refresher. The good old, they walk up to tier 3s, you lasso a guy to tier 4, lasso again to the edge of your fountain. Like that classic Batrider Dota right now. That might be what Tundra's talking about. Rubick skills dispose, you dispose a guy in, then double lasso back in. Like,
that's true, dispose into lasso, you're going to be able to make sure that the enemy covers quite some distance.
For a blinding light on top of that as well, a little bit more movement. Like, they have multiple forms of movement in this game. If Secret does get a bit over aggressive, the fountain could be Tundra's 6th man.
Absolutely, yeah, Secret might have the lead, but the high ground push is going to have to be very carefully done. And you can feel that as well. They might have the Aegis Secret, but taking their time with this next step.
Really nice traps from Chrysalis as well. These little tree line traps, saw the kotl sneaking out and instantly kills him.
His stacks are out of the game for 70, he doesn't have buyback available. Maybe a bit of an opportunity to make a move, and they will know that he's not got that buyback. It's down to cooldown, not the financial reasons. And they're going to try and jump for more. Quick lift up to send Skeeter away from the rest, and Puppy tries for the hook shot, but once again, locked by a teammate.
Bottom tower
Chrysalis not able to get out of the way in time. So Skeeter will be fine.
Keeping them in their base, slowly growing this lead.
A little overwhelming blink done now onto Nisha. He's really starting to get to enjoy the late game life here as the Puck, level 28. Very much stacked up.
It's so disgusting now when you see this Puck actually. Overwhelming blink. Is he going for Wind Waker as well? Ooh, okay, alright. Okay, question. His quick buy does say Brooch, then Wind Waker, but is he going to complete the Wind Waker first or the Brooch? The Brooch is a lot of damage.
It's very nice try against these high armor heroes like the DK.
Yeah, being able to just throw some more magical damage in, upgrade that Witchblade at this point in the game. We don't see that often, but once you're already slotted, a free upgrade's an upgrade.
Looks like Secret, even though they have the Aegis there, more than happy to weigh out their next big purchases. Ice, a few hundred gold off having a Lincoln's for himself.
Honestly, I'd like to see the Wind Waker first though, because you think about the type of siege that Secret will have, just TA by herself hitting. The fact that Tundra relies on kind of the Batrider lasso to bring them so deep into the base. You put a Wind Waker there, you're mitigating all of that. You're kind of helping out, so could be a good option. But yeah, very much Tundra. They don't want to leave their base. They don't want to do anything now on the map, unless they have a gem to find the traps to see the vision. Even if they smoke out, there's a chance that Zeus will just have the feeling and poof, throw up an ultimate. We see you. Marcy completes the Lincolns as well. There's, what was it, 4 Lincolns? Oh god.
That's, unfortunately for Tundra, not enough Fey grenades to deal with that. Only the one. Of course, even at this later stage, he's still holding on to because of that Lincoln's breaking value.
After this game, next patch, like the Fey machine gun. A rapid fire of 3 Feys in a row or something. There's too many Lincolns, but just enough as well.
All top. I know that Saxa's around. He's trying to push out this top wave. I mean, he's pretty much the only one that's being able to get out on the map here for Tundra. The rest of them staying very close to their base.
And the speed in which they go from
Was he
fighting
able to
top
grab
to
that? Oh, he was. That was Nine's drop there. That's a very tasty one for Secret to steal, especially for Nisha. He's able to steal the enemy's time, this relic.
Oh, that's big. Like the speed in which they kill top TP mid, not many people be ready. Oh god, playing that quickly, but yeah, he wasn't ready for that. That's a banging steal.
That is a top tier steal there, indeed. That's definitely a very, very strong tier 4 and would have been great in the hands of many of Tundra's heroes. That extra debuff duration would have been huge on heroes like the last, you know, the Batrider or the Rubick. Yeah. But as it is, Nisha, he's going to be the one to play with it.
And Secret, they'd already found all their neutral items, so there's no way he could have got one himself.
He's going to be happy with that one, Nisha.
Oh. Puppy just throwing out the hook shot.
Testing out the old hook shot.
So kills top, TP's mid.
And we're going to see the little grab of the time, this relic. Indeed was dropped there by Nine, but Nisha, I think as soon as he jumped in, yeah, Nine was just he's terrified. He had to start running and didn't quite realize that the relic had already hit the ground.
That hurts. Because again, the puck's closer, it won't spawn, so he kills it just before the blink in, so matter of seconds. Nisha, absolute freebie there.
Of course, with the time passing, the Aegis has now left the hands of Crystallis. So for Secret, it really is just a case of how careful do they want to proceed to push in the base. It may very well rest on just waiting for that next Roshan. I mean, they're going to definitely feel the lead that they have. And considering the scaling potential that their heroes do have in return to what Tundra do, I don't think there's much of a rush for them. Secret, they're happy to take the chill way out of this.
Yeah, Secret, they realized that all of their strengths have been from their own defensive positioning, playing underneath their vision, the rocket flare, the Zeus Soul, the TA traps. All of that is completely removed when you go to the high ground. So with a 20k lead, a 30k lead, it's not going to mean anything because Tundra, they regain their strength underneath the cover of their tier 3s with that quick initiation, like you mentioned already, that drag back from the Batrider. So yeah, very much Secret. They don't want to give Tundra this opportunity to kind of regain the lead, to kind of play their draft. So they are just kind of farming everything, building this 25k lead, waiting for the next Aegis. Then they might attempt it, you know, throw a couple bodies in, test the waters and see how Tundra does defend. I'd be surprised if Secret just rushed into the high ground before the Aegis.
I don't think it's going to happen. They'll wait for that Roshan. Get these next few items done. And we got Puppy working towards an Aghanims. Zayat's ready to play around the blink after he's had this axe refresher completed. Aghanims after the swift blink for Crystallis. And we'll be into the Hex.
Look at the net worth in this game. How Secret has stalled it out so long. The Zeus is now the same net worth as the Marcy. They're both about to overtake this Batrider. Just 4 farmed heroes, even, you know, of course, popular. Everyone's actually really farmed in this game. Sure, Secret has a lead, but the fact that all heroes are like 11k plus gold, this Rubick hasn't fallen off, of course, they all innately farm in their own way.
It just goes to show as well, you know, how much Secret's been able to take out of the map and out of the fact that the kills that they got were the bigger kills later on. You know, it's 22 to 23. Very close to the kills, but there's a 25,000 gold difference.
Really nice recovery from Crystallis and Nisha, I think. Just the way that Secret played this early game, or the mid game, sorry, to recover from their early game. And now, walking into Roshan. Refresher, Cheese, and Aegis.
Who's taking the refresher? Any big moves to be made with that?
Yeah, you'll throw on the Zeus, get some triple ults, triple nimbus.
I have a lot of damage to throw in a team fight.
Probably a bit excessive though. Also, okay, they are just going to do it. All right, I rate that. The other option was going to be put it on ice, allow himself to jump in, BKB jump one person, refresh, pivot, go for another hero. But no, instead, they put it on Zeus. They want to throw out 3 Thunder God's Wraths, 3 Nimbuses. Poor little Rubick's going to show in the fight and die.
Buyback situation across the board. Everybody apart from Saxa hasn't, even he is just 300 gold off. So Tundra very close to being prepared for a full-on defense with 2 rounds of lives to throw at them when Secret do come for the siege.
This high ground fight is going to be so hype because Tundra has had like they've had like 15 minutes to talk about how they're going to defend this, right? They've not left their base. They've not had to talk about smoke movements or Roshan contests. They've literally just been talking about how do we fight at tier 3s. So they have to have a plan. They have to have something in their tank to prevent Secret from just walking in and taking over the game. or finishing the game.
Snaking! They're going to try and start things off. They're going to look to attempt to jump Nisha here outside of the base. They had to back away. Hookshot attempted by Puppy, but he gets blasted back by Saxa. So won't be able to get in. Crystal is there with a DD, jumps in, pretty much takes down Saxa with that one hit. So Secret, they'll get a kill out of that one. Tundra trying to play aggressive there. They sought for an opportunity to get in on top of Nisha while he showed himself, but they couldn't quite cleanly take him down.
And it's the multiple Lincolns. That initiation, they break it on Puck, but ISO is in position with his Lincolns, throws it onto the Puck, prevents that next stun coming in. And the speed of the Nimbus, yeah, very much Secret are ready. Like Chrysalis right now, he's got 2 Lincolns plus his own. He's got 3 Lincolns. Like he could walk up to this high ground. Look at this. 1, 2, 3.
Is under attack.
And a Lotus to boot. Yeah.
They're trying to get through them the best they can.
And a Psychic BKB. Yeah, this is one well-defended TA.
And look, they're getting the tower. Secret.
Bottom tower is falling.
Take the tier 3. Now smoke up now behind Chrysalis.
Slow and steady.
Until Stax is back up.
1 Lincolns, 2 Lincolns.
You can just continue to
3 Lincolns. Still got 1 more. That's 4 Lincolns.
How do you jump this man? They're going to try. They're in with the Dawnbreaker. But the Hex is there. And 9, they've got to get it back to safety. It's been caught by the Dream Coil, but it's a little bit too deep for Secret to try and push on for the kill. Chrysalis will try and turn his attention towards the melee racks. And he'll get it. Melee racks taken, range racks as well. It will fall. Secret, they get the full set of racks down bottom. Tundra not able to stop them.
Got to give it to Secret. This 4 Lincoln strategy, you don't see it often, but this is one of the best games for it to work. The only way for Tundra to get some comeback fight is by locking on a single target spell onto this TA, and they're not able to find it right now. I'm just going to keep track of these Lincolns. Right, we've still got 2 running.
And they'll back off for now, Secret. They've still got 2 minutes to play with the Aegis. And with as well as the push went down bottom, every reason to believe they'll go for another. Zayas is going to have the refresher or back off cooldown on top of the refresher shards. So a lot of damage to throw out. Again, Nisha just continuing to have a great time here, hitting level 30.
Level 30 with Wind Waker as well.
All the money in the world here.
So they've got 4 Lincolns, a Lotus Orb, a Wind Waker, triple Zeus Ult, triple Nimbus.
Gonna have a full axe coming his way as well. Chrysalis, blessing and all. Still very much being careful about this.
Snaking actually has coil, so they do have at least some aggressive spell that they can throw down on this. Yay, and maybe pre-BKB break it.
With the silence, 9 is going to get caught up by the Hex. They'll be able to get back to safety, but the hookshot's in. Puppy's ready to go and chase him deep under the tier 4s. Chrysalis is in with the BKB, focuses towards 9. 9 he'll just be able to get out with the invis. As they've killed off Ice here, Tundra, and they try for more. Chrysalis's Aegis will soon be coming to an end. Snaky's trying to get in with the setup onto Nisha, but Nisha's out with the Wind Waker.
Here I am.
It's so hard to kill anyone. Secret even diving in. Nisha is so far behind the tier 4s, prevents, buys it a little bit of time, allows for Secret to retreat. Sure, Marcy does go down.
I mean, it was a good dive from Nisha. I mean, 9 was just about to survive getting back to the fountain, but I believe Nisha just chased him out.
Gotta give it to Tundra. They did technically hold. They had to only use the Rubick buyback, but in doing so, they kind of told Secret, like, guys, if you want to come to our high ground and you don't have an Aegis, you better be ready to keep this TA alive, and Aegis is about to expire.
It's gonna go.
We could continue this game on. Wait for next Aegis.
I think so. Set your timers.
Make a cup of tea, lads.
Absolutely. Get your food in the microwave.
3 minutes until it might respawn, and 3 minutes after that potentially. So we're in for a long one.
I think so. Secret. No need to rush it. They can play it safe. It's worked out for them so far. 37k lead.
Oh, that's the play actually. Tundra gets the tier 5 items, get a couple more Lincoln's Breakers in the mix.
Well, what other Lincoln's Breakers do we have at that stage? What, the Book of Shadows, does that break Lincoln?
Yeah, did test it today. It's Book of Shadows and the Force Boots. So if they can get those Lincoln's Breaks, then you got Fey Grenade, Force Boots, Book of Shadows.
Actually do it. Like that.
Just Lincoln's gone. Yeah?
It might be the strap.
Could be the strap. Alright. Tundra playing for 60 minutes. As soon as they saw the 4 Lincolns. Oh, so smart, so smart.
Little bit of late game Manta action here from Skeeter. He's ready to push out these waves with the illusions for the safety of his base. These are some huge illusions. Look at these dragons go. Whew.
Good boys. Unfortunately, we don't have Bloodlust or anything. Might get the Giant Strength, making it even bigger later.
That would be the game starting. That's the one he's hoping for, Skia. Oh, bottom lane. They're with the fight. They've caught Saxter. See, they get the last one up onto Puppy. Puppy does die for this.
Gem down.
I mean, a 1-for-1 whilst they're 39k down. Tundra, they'll take that.
Yeah, and the respawn time, you know. Puppy with 110 seconds compared to Keeper like 60.
Aghanims, Lasso as well, ready for 33 on the next defense.
He's still holding the Fey Grenade.
They need those Lincoln breakers.
Literally, that's it.
They need them.
The question is, will Secret allow Tundra out of the base to even farm any of their tier 5?
It's going to be difficult.
Just the ward coverage, where the creep waves are. If you look at the heat map of Tundra, they've pretty much been in their base. It's going to be lit up like a Christmas tree. That's basically Tundra for the last half an hour now. 33 agrees with the laughter.
And a minute until when we see Roche is back up. So we're going to have a bit more downtime until that.
Look at that heat map. Oh, not often do you see that. That's beautiful. That is just their base. Oh.
Hexstone for Chrysalis. More catch ready for him. Or should see ice, you know.
And look at the flip side
everywhere.
Outside the base, parked ready. If you come and show, we're gonna come and kill you.
And Tundra's smoking.
They're looking for it. Yeah, Secret very aggressive with theirs.
Smoking out just to get a bit of farm from the triangle.
Still getting their tier 4 neutral items. We haven't mentioned it yet, but they've only had two tier 4 neutral items.
And they lost one,
And they lost one of them.
They lost one of them.
So this entertainment about tier 5s and Lincoln's breaks, they've got to get through tier 4 first.
I mean, they've got to be so careful being outside the base as they are. And yeah, just like that, there's the jump Saxer. Taken out.
Dead again, but does have buyback. Probably one of the better deaths that you want to have in your team. And at least this is a smoke, not to find kills. They got their vision out. They now have 3 high ground wards going from the Ancients all the way up to Roshan. It gives them an opportunity to send a hero out to maybe farm out these neutrals for those tier 5 neutral items. Any vision that this team can get right now is fundamental.
Oh, bottom. They're in with the Hex initiation. Chrysalis, he's able to find 9. Whew.
100 to 0 so quickly.
And they might not have the Aegis, but with 2 heroes dead on Tundra, let's see if Secret want to push this.
Zeus still has this refresher shard. He's not used it at all. He's just been playing on a refresher the entire time. Big opportunity to get another Rex. Force out some buybacks.
Yeah, 3 against 5. What can Tundra do to stop this? Do they want to buy back for this mid-Rax? 20 seconds on Sax. He doesn't want to spend the money. It's in Nisha. Running the tier 4s here. We'll force out the Eon Disc from snaking. Dropping the ults as well. They're trying to get him a snaking. He's able to make his way out of the Nimbuses. We'll see the jump forward. Got the last one to Chrysalis. They'll come in with the Solar Guardian. The buyback for 9 as he'll look to commit into this fight. But he's got to be careful. The Hex comes out. Brought back for this one.
Another Hex.
They're trying to continue to stay on top of 9. They've got to save their Dawnbreaker. They're getting back to the base in time. Because the damage, it's been done. Secret, they're able to take the mid set of Rax.
Yeah, at this point, they can just go for more. The stalemate is slowly broken. With Rubick with no buyback, you just throw the Lincolns back in Chrysalis. No Lasso and Batrider. Sure, he has a refresher. But that's not enough to get him deeper into the base.
And Skinner's going to try and jump the backlines. He's straight in on this. He's going to get caught by the dispose, and with the BKB pop, Ice can easily commit to take him down. But he's trying to do his best to cut the creep wave. Has to put the refresher to get the blink back out to safety. He'll get back to the base. Skeeter buys back.
And because it's only one lane, the other 2 lanes are pushing in, so Tundra can't rely on backdoor to help them here.
Radiant's top tower.
3 Lincolns, 4 Lincolns. Plenty of Lincolns on this Chrysalis once again.
54k lead here for Secret.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Definitely stick around for the Megas. Oh, maybe the fortification. And they're in with the jump. Ice trying to see if he can get him with the rebound. Chrysalis standing his ground. Will be able to get the Megas. They're now up and against Tundra.
The Dire now have Mega Creep.
And with that, Secret, they'll continue to play it safe as they want here. Roshan is up and ready.
Oh. very quick, Roshan. Another refresher for the Zeus. Zeus also has an arcane blink, so pumping out so many spells from the backline. We mentioned everything about killing the TA. We've not even had to mention like the fact that Puck is on the backline is killing anyone. Zeus is free casting this entire time.
Oh, bottom lane, no.
3 hexes, yeah.
It's been found. He's out of the game for 2 minutes.
Beautiful Venn diagram of death there. Dawnbreaker without buyback.
I think finally, you've got to imagine, we must be seeing the NT.
It has to be.
62k lead, 9 out for 2 minutes.
No tier 5 neutral lines. It hits the 60-minute mark, but no way they're going to farm them. Or maybe if you're secret, you might, but well, if you're Tundra.
Crystallis, he's looking for the hex opportunities. Again, all these Lincolns piled up on the TA.
Radiant's
Can't get him off their towers.
I mean, I don't think many teams could deal with this. It's finally popped all the Lincolns, but then there's a Lotus to cancel that.
Oh, 33's going to try and get in on this.
It's a bash though.
He's in with the lasso. He'll try and get them up towards the tier 4s, but he gets taken out. Skeeter commits him with the BKB. Ice on top of him. This DK just getting torn to pieces by the Marcy. And that'll be it. GG finally called it. 69k lead.
Nice.
From Team Secret as they'll take game 2T.
What a game from them, honestly. I think this was classic good old